by Felipe Dana and Joanna Kozłowska. Kiev, Ukraine. The Russian military's top brass came under increasing scrutiny Wednesday as more details emerged of how at least 89 Russian soldiers, and possibly many more, were killed in a Ukrainian artillery attack on a single building. The scene last weekend in the Russian-held eastern Ukrainian town of Makiivka, where the soldiers were temporarily stationed, appears to have been a recipe for disaster. Hundreds of Russian troops were reportedly clustered in a building close to the front line of the war, well within range of the enemy's Western-supplied precision artillery, possibly sitting close to an ammunition store, and perhaps unwittingly helping Kiev's forces to zero in on them. It was one of the deadliest single attacks on the Kremlin's forces since the war began more than 10 months ago, and the highest death toll in a single incident acknowledged so far by either side in the conflict. Ukraine's armed forces claimed the Makiivka strike killed around 400 mobilized Russian soldiers housed in a vocational school building. About 300 more of them were wounded, officials alleged. It wasn't possible to verify either side's claims due to the fighting. The Russian military sought to blame the soldiers for their own deaths. General Lieutenant Sergei Severyukov said in a statement late Tuesday that their phone signals allowed Kiev's forces to determine the coordinates of the location of military personnel and launch a strike. Emily Ferris, a research fellow on Russia and Eurasia at the Royal United Services Institute in London, told the Associated Press it is very hard to verify whether cell phone signaling and geolocation were to blame for the accurate strike. She noted that Russian soldiers on active duty are forbidden from using their phones, exactly because there have been so many instances in recent years of their being used for targeting, including by both sides in the Ukraine war. The conflict has made ample use of modern technology. She also noted that blaming the soldiers themselves was a helpful narrative for Moscow, as it helps deflect criticism and steer attention toward the official cell phone ban. Russian President Vladimir Putin sought to move the conversation along, too, as he took part via video link in a sending-off ceremony Wednesday for a frigate equipped with the Russian Navy's new hypersonic missiles. Putin said the Zircon missiles that the Admiral Gorshkov frigate was carrying were a unique weapon, capable of flying at 9 times the speed of sound and with a range of 1,000 kilometers, 620 miles.